Today, I will be helping y'all get better on keyboard and mouse. Whether you just made the switch or you plan on making the switch, I will be giving y'all so much information on improving fast. I would recommend watching the video all the way through to get every piece of information I give you in this video. Before we get into this video, I want to let y'all know that my PC parts are coming in. I already have the graphics card, RAM, and the power supply. So once everything comes in, I will be making a video of me building and putting it together. So this means better content and streams will be out once I get my PC. Sorry for this long intro, let's get straight into it. The first thing we're going to start off with is keybinds. Keybinds are essential if you're trying to improve on keyboard and mouse. What I don't recommend is going to a pro's keybinds and just copying everything down exactly, because keybinds comes down to personal preference. I'm not saying that picking up pro's keybinds and using those is a bad thing, but don't use those and expect to be like the pro. What I would recommend, if you're going to use a pro settings, I would recommend using it and then stem off of that to have your keybinds towards your personal preference. I still kind of use the beginner settings that I have, but I've changed them to fit my personal preference more. Before I show you all the keybinds, I'm going to recommend that you have a mouse with 2 thumb mouse buttons. Okay, so for the beginner settings, you're going to want to have your wall as your thumb mouse button. You're going to want to have your floor as Q. You're going to want to have your stair as your other mouse button. And then for cone, you're going to want to use E. Also, for your pickaxe, you're going to want to use the tab key just because it's really close to your movement binds. And then for other stuff like reload, I'd recommend using arc. Again, that's closer and stuff. Also, let me know in the comments down below if you want me to make a full beginner keybinds video. Obviously, starting keyboard and mouse, you're not going to be used to the binds. So what I would recommend is going into a 1v1 map, a free build map, and just practice getting used to your keyboard. Practice is the only way that you're going to get better on keyboard and mouse. Moving on, you're going to want to establish a comfortable sensitivity. A comfortable sensitivity is crucial because you can't have a sense too slow where you don't have enough room on your mouse pad, but you also can't have a sense too high because it's hard to control. I would recommend starting out with a certain sense and going into a free build map or a 1v1 map and just practicing, seeing if you need to go higher in sense or lower in sense. The best sensitivities to start out with, I would recommend if you're on 400 DPI, you do anywhere from 10 to 15% X and Y. If you're on 800 DPI, I would recommend going anywhere from 5 to 7.5% X and Y. And if you're on 1600 DPI like I am, I would recommend going anywhere from 2.5 to 4.5% X and Y. When starting on keyboard and mouse, I would recommend spending around an hour to an hour and a half a day just practicing in creative maps. The best way to practice on keyboard and mouse at first is to do free building, 1v1s, edit courses, play real games, and to stem off real games, you're going to want to play ranked. Ranked is a very good way to get good practice because there are no bots in ranked like there are in public games. So this means that you will always be facing against real players. Also, lastly, for ways to warm up, you're also going to want to face players who are better than you. You're not going to improve as fast as you would like if you're facing people who you can just destroy all the time. Moving on, you want to have a proper warm-up. I hate to break it to you, but going straight into rank for your first game one is not a warm-up. To warm up, I would recommend going into this mechanics training map. For around 5 to 10 minutes, and then move on to this 1v1 realistic map. For about 5 to 10 minutes. And then lastly, you want to finish off in 1v1 build fights. For about 5 to 10 minutes. Doing all of this will get your mechanics and your aim warmed up to get into ranked. Moving on to the next one, you're going to want to watch pros gameplay. This can help you because pros already know what they're doing. They've been playing the game for 5, 6, 7 years. All of these pros know all the latest build moves, know all the newest like mechanics, all the new things in Fortnite, and you're gonna want to watch that to get some knowledge. And then you can also look at what pros are doing build moves wise, and you can take those build moves that you're seeing pros doing, and you can implement those to your own gameplay to help you get better and improve. Lastly, you gotta commit. Wise words from Nick A30.
Never back down, never what? Never give up! Let's run!
I first started keyboard and mouse a year ago. I played it for one day and I was horrible. I couldn't do it. So I quit. And then around 6 months later, so 5 months ago from now, I decided that I wanted to start playing keyboard and mouse again. Except this time I didn't quit. After the first week, it was a struggle and stuff, and I wasn't really getting better because I wasn't used to it and I wasn't playing the right maps. But on the second week, I found out about all these maps, and I was playing them, getting better, and after a week, I was already better than I was on controller. So if you follow all these maps in this tutorial all the way through, I promise you, in 1 week, you will get better. Thank y'all so much for watching. I hope y'all enjoyed the video. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to drop your boy a sub and comment pineapple. That's all for today's video. I love y'all so much. Hope all of y'all has a blessed day. Peace.